Hello everyone, welcome to Vishnu IAS. Today we are going to see another important topic from your recent current affairs, online pharmacy and regulation in India by Vishnu IAS team. Let's see what is the issue and what are the recent activities happening in the pharmacy sector of India. Earlier, large investors shied away from investing in the online pharmacy sector. So that is, large investors, they do not invest in the online pharmacy sectors earlier because there was no proper regulations. Due to lack of proper regulations, large investors shied away from investing in the online pharmacy sector. But there is now a sudden increase in these activities. So India's online pharmacy market has recently saw two significant merger and acquisition deals, and also the e-commerce giant Amazon has also launched its online drug delivery services. So these are the two recent activities happening in India. Online pharmacy is growing in scale. So is this activity of growing online pharmacy is a result of COVID-19? Let's see. Okay, COVID-19 and the subsequent behavioral shift towards the e-commerce may have catalyzed the growth for online pharmacies. So as we know, because of COVID-19 and the subsequent behavioral shift, that is because of the lockdown, there is a great growth in the e-commerce sector all over. So this also may have been the reason for the growth of the online pharmacies also. But the sector is already ready to grow sevenfold by 2023 to $2.7 billion. That is, it is ready to see a growth of 7 times by 2023. And this was the reason, mainly due to the challenges that is being faced by the physical pharmacies. So that gave their online pharmacies a problem to solve. Experts believe that e-pharmacies will be able to solve the problems that the traditional pharmacies couldn't solve. Okay. But for this, they need to have a large scale presence that calls for either huge investment or consolidation. So for this to happen, for this they have to be in a large scale presence, either by investing in large amount, okay, huge investment, or consolidation or combining together. Now let's see how the Indian pharmacy market is currently shaped. Unlike USA, where you can see the traditional retailers of the pharmacies, now India has a fragmented market. Okay, it has nearly over 8 lakh pharmacies are there in India. So this gives the online pharmacies an opportunity to capture their space, because there is no large traditional retailers for opposing. Okay, currently the companies in the Indian e-pharmacy space mainly operate on 3 business models. One is marketplace, next is inventory led hybrid, online and offline, and franchise led hybrid, online and offline. So these models are dependent on the way the supply chain is structured. Okay, these 3 models are dependent on the way the supply chain is structured. So the Indian e-pharmacy space have 3 business models. Okay. Let's see what are the rules governing the pharmacy sector. Next, we will be seeing about the rules governing the e-pharmacy sector. So, as you see, the government has floated a draft regulation for e-pharmacies. Okay, that is, the government have come up with the draft regulations for e-pharmacy, but these guidelines are not has never come to effect till now. Okay, and the lack of proper rules governing the online pharmacy. There is no proper rules for governing the online pharmacy. So that is due to the lack of rules governing the online pharmacy, it has kept the large investments at bay. But still, this allows the already existing online pharmacy sellers in the market to grow and overcome the challenges faced by the traditional retailers. They are able to overcome the challenges faced by the traditional retailers, and this allows them to grow in the market now. For the pharmacies overall, India's drug regulation require retailers to get a license to dispense medicines from the state in which they are being sold. So overall, when you see overall in India, India's drug regulations, it requires the retailers, they should get a license. All the medical retailers, they should get a license to dispense the medicines from the state in which they are being sold. Okay, so for all the pharmacies overall in India, they need the regulation to get a license to dispense the medicines from the state in which they are being sold. let's see the rules governing the e-pharmacy sector. Okay, as I told you, the e-pharmacies are not regulated currently. Still, they are in operation. Okay, so because they are able to meet up the things that the traditional retailers couldn't do. Okay, so as the e-pharmacies are not regulated currently, their operations are mostly met with the opposition from the brick and mortar chemist, and in the absence of the clear regulations also, these online pharmacies currently operate as the marketplaces. So they cater to the patients as a platform for ordering medicines. That is, this allows the patients to order the medicines at the comfort from their home. Okay, from the sellers they can order the medicines that the sellers, they are adhered to the Drugs and Cosmetics Rules and Act of India, and other regulations like the Information Technology Act and Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act are also apply. Okay, and still now the works on the regulations are um, in progress. Okay, so they have been in progress for several years. So works on the regulations specifically for the pharmacies have been in progress for several years now. So what do the draft e-pharmacy regulations proposes? By definition, the draft rules sought to define the online sale of medicines. Okay, this gives the rules that to be followed for the online sale of medicines, and this also defines what the e-prescription should be and what type of license that the online sellers should get. Okay, so it also defines the e-prescription and also what type of license these online firms they should get from the regulators to operate. And also it proposed to define e-pharmacies in a way to distribute, sell and stock medicines. So it also defines how the e-pharmacies they should distribute the medicines, how they should sell the medicines, how they should stock the medicine. So all this also been defined in this draft. And the proposed regulation, it prevent from selling the habit from forming drugs like the cough syrup specified in the Schedule 10 of the Indian drug regulations. So even though they sell the medicines online, this proposed regulations this prevent from selling few drugs like the cough syrups which are specified in the Schedule 10 of the Indian drug regulations. Okay, so there is a proposal to prevent selling these kind of medicines also. And when you see the license, it proposed to allow the e-pharmacies to get a central license so that they can operate from the country's apex drug regulator. Okay, so this license, it could be used to allow them to operate across the country. So because by getting this license, they will be allowed to operate across the country. So these are the draft e-pharmacy regulations proposal. And next, let's see what is the status of the regulation. As I told you, this draft is there for so long. Okay, regulations for this online pharmacy players have been in the works since 2016, but not yet come out. Since 2016, this online pharmacy regulations have been in work, but it has not yet in action. Okay, so the last attempt to clear these regulations, it showed that draft rules being pushed through two expert committees, the two expert committees under CDSCO in 2019, that is Central Drug Standards Control Organization, which is an India's apex drug regulatory body. That iteration for the proposed regulation suggests the inclusion of provisions for uploading e-prescriptions. So the iteration of this regulation, it is suggesting for the inclusion of the provisions for uploading the e-prescription in the regulation also. But however, the regulation ended up with a high level group of ministers set to include certain top ministers also. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe our channel. Don't forget, like this video and share it to your friends, and do join our Telegram channel to get info about the daily current affairs and to get the value added materials. Thank you.